was told to deliver this message. You think you're invincible because you got money, bombs, guns, and planes, killing babies, innocent people. I think you're insane. Chaos and destruction is the name of your game. Somebody's got to stop you before the whole world goes up in flames. So he told me to tell you, I'll fight
for my brothers. We can go to war. Fighting for my father, I will give my life for. I feel so alone in this white man's world. Whip it in the kitchen, watch that white turn pearl. Standing on the corner, standing on my phone. Standing with my gangsters, but I'm standing on my own. If you got to be alone, split you like you be alone. Sacrifice my life, understanding each his own. Toast to the keys of success. Bel Air rose on my breath. I've been a student since '03, and we can fight till we see peace.
I fight like that. 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 I fight like that.
Let me holler at you for a minute, give you game. Real scrappy, love the bottom, Buddha bang. Trigger happy, and everybody in the game. You shot your family and didn't even know it, man. Same rules, same code, with a different slang. Struck him out, now they took him out to picture frame. Mama, don't cry, we gon' get by. 2 weeks later, got killed in a drive-by. Go why? Must we fight amongst each other? Reach one, each one, teach one, my brother. I teach them how to fight on the grass and in the class. Snoop Dogg, all stars, yes sir, they coming fast. D1, football, we won. Now I'm proud of my son, Lil Snoop, yes sir, cause he won. Right on, SC, fight on. We 100, keep it coming, dip, slip, slide on, light on, fight on.
I fight like that. 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 I fight like that.
Watching the warriors, the story of the rebels. You from the ghetto, did you know never to settle? I'm shooting common on the streets, I'm a pharaoh. Battling in African-American apparel. This on a t-shirt, youngins doing street work. Grinding till they teeth hurt, that's because they need work. Working till the feet hurt, trying to get my soul right. Used to be on old bikes, serving them that cold white. Wars in the winters, the block is hot in summers. Today's mathematics, we know it's strength in numbers. To the bosses and the runners, the hustlers and the stunners. We fight for the hundreds, we fight for the oneness.
He fights with the heat. He fights with the sleet. He said, I am who I am. I can't be beat. Nobody has won a war against me. I fight like that. 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 I fight. All of the nations of the earth as we speak are angry. They're angry because governments cannot suffice the needs of their people. They're angry because a few have gotten wealthy at the expense of the many. And the poor and the sick and the weak and the unlearned multiply. And the value of their lives are diminished by the rich and the powerful, so that when human life is devalued. That in the eyes of man, you are unworthy of the gift of life. Then it is easy for another human being to take the life of another human being that he or she has devalued. Black life in America is devalued. Hispanic life is devalued. Even poor white life is devalued. There's a way that I have to behave. I'm free, but I'm not free to rob you of yours. I'm not free to take from you what does not belong to me. So if I will construct my life according to these righteous principles, then between man and man, man and woman, peace. Between race and race, peace. Between rich and poor, peace. We have our beautiful Mexican family. This once was theirs. So you can't say to them they are aliens. That's a horrible word to use for former owners. I see my indigenous family here. Many tribes, but they're really one great nation of people that now must be reunited with themselves. So it's their time now, as well as ours, that God would intervene in our affairs and bring the bottom rail to the top. The government is not rehabilitating soldiers. When they send you away to kill. When you come home, they gotta reconstitute you for civilian life again. Make sure you have a job so you can take care of your family, but they're not doing it. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, a woman can do anything that a man does, and the only thing he forbids the woman to do is the thing that degrades her. So how high can you go? High as you want to. Why would God allow the female to wear his attributes if you can't be a manifestation of that attribute? Women, you got to be set free. What God has put within you must be cultivated, must be developed, and must be used for the advancement of a nation and a world. I said to myself, Mr. President, why the hell don't you go to the wicked police department? Why the hell don't you stand up and tell them that your killing of black youth and brown youth is not gonna hold no more? Why don't you stand up? God's word is in need of a truth that will set up a government where everybody can live in peace, under real freedom, real justice, and real equality.
You and your family are going broke right now, and you don't even know it. When the gold standard was set in place, the price of gold remained a constant $20.65 per ounce, and this price fluctuated only 1 penny over the years 1833 to 1890. That means that for 57 years, the US dollar was literally as good as gold. And that's how the United States currency was designed to be from the very beginning. The Constitution states that our currency was meant to be only gold and silver to prevent exactly what's happening to the US dollar right now. From the years 1891 to 1930, the price of gold per ounce was still very stable. The low was $20.58 per ounce, and the high was $21.32. And this means that between the years of 1833 to 1930, for a total of 97 years, the price of gold changed in US dollars only 74 cents from top to bottom. Interestingly enough, the price of gold hit an all-time low during the Depression year of 1931. And many people believe this is done on purpose by the newly formed Federal Reserve to really twist the knife in the economy of the day. By reducing the total amount of money in circulation and thus making even the smallest amount of money very tough to come by. There is a common mistake by some people to think that the Great Depression is why the Federal Reserve was created. The truth is the Federal Reserve was in fact created in 1913, and this is well before the Great Depression. Since the Fed's creation, we've been slowly going off the gold standard, until finally, on August 15, 1971, President Nixon, one of the worst presidents in our country's short history, announced the United States would no longer redeem U.S. currency for gold. And this was the final step in abandoning the gold standard. What is important is to visually see the devaluation of the U.S. dollar since we were taken off the gold standard. Keep in mind, the price of gold really doesn't go up or move. It has historical value. It is extremely consistent. So instead of seeing this as the price of gold going up, you need to see this as the value of the dollar dropping like a rock. The price of gold has been flying right now. It has recently been as high as $1,030 an ounce, all the way down to $870 an ounce. And what I find most interesting is if you want to buy a brand new Corvette convertible in 2008, it would cost roughly $55,000. So in gold, that'd be roughly 60 ounces of gold at the spot price of $930 per ounce. So at the time when gold was $930, you could basically take 60 1-ounce gold coins, cash them in, and buy that very same car. Inversely, if you remove inflation and the devaluation of the dollar, as if the U.S. currency was still attached to the gold standard, as it was originally intended when this country was founded, that same car being bought with the same 60 ounces of gold would have a gold standard value of only $1,200, or the same 60 $20 1-ounce double eagles. So if that car price today is $55,000 and the gold standard value is $1,200, this means that we're sitting on roughly $53,800 inflation over the last 100 years for a $1,200 item. This brings the original dollar value to roughly 2 cents of today's money. I'm sure this is pretty tough to imagine, and some people can't handle this concept and will try and blow it off as incorrect. The fact is, this is what's really going on with our currency. Don't believe me? Try this one. Back in 1964 and earlier, a quarter would buy you roughly a gallon of gas. This is because the quarters made in 1964 and earlier were made of 90% silver and 10% copper. So the spot price of silver being $17.20 an ounce, this makes that quarter's actual value $3.11. So you can see that same 1964 quarter will still buy you roughly a gallon of gas today. And in case you're wondering, it takes about 5.5 silver quarters to make up a full ounce of silver. This is a fact. The price of gold may fluctuate with the value of the dollar. This doesn't change the fact that precious metals such as gold and silver have maintained their value throughout time. And the only thing that changes is the value of the currencies that are not tied to gold and silver. This is what the Founding Fathers warned us about and tried to prevent from happening with the Constitution. What people need to understand is that the excess printing of the United States currency is just another tax on the American people. It takes the value of the dollars that they have and makes them worth less in the long run. Meanwhile, you're still making roughly the same amount of money, yet the prices for everything from gas to milk are going up constantly, when in fact, nothing is really going up in price. It's the dollar's actual value that's been dropping and not prices going up. I can't emphasize this enough. If you like this video and find it helpful, please rate it and share your comments on the subject, favorite it, and most importantly, please share this video with everyone you know. I can't tell you how important this is. We need to let people know that they're losing all they worked so hard for and they don't even know it. And only with your support and help can videos like this be seen by people that really need to see what's going on with their money and the economy of the United States. So please help support this channel and others like it.
Ready for Revolution. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday morning to you, yours, and all. It's your brother and friend, Brother Eric Teray Muhammad. Excited about what we're about to get into this morning. I was about to say this evening, but heck, I don't know what time it is. Every tick of the clock, I'm somewhere else in the world in my mind. So I want to welcome you all to an extended Gold Independence Day. Every day, not just every day, but day is a Gold Independence Day for us as wealth builders and for the rest of the world when you embrace the opportunity that we have before us. So I want to really, really, really help us to understand the power and the leverage of what is in our hands. The promise is being fulfilled and delivered. And we have a tremendous program underway for us this morning. And so you have time to continuously share and let other folks know. But I'm telling you, you cannot lose with the stuff we use, and the world can't win in the shape that it's in. It needs us, family. The world needs us. So you're going to hear from a dynamic wealth builder this morning, and we're preparing and making a way for he to come. Mr. Windell, I got my receipts, brother. I took my receipts and exchanged them. So I did my homework this morning before we got started, because I don't want to get beat down. You'll get a beat down for Brother Windell. So listen, anyone who has sensitive toes, sensitive feet, you might want to wrap them up now with some like heavy gauze or some kind of cushion, or pour some holy water over those toes, because they about to get smashed. But in the meantime, let's get on with some quick announcements. We're going to run through our housekeeping rules, but just understand today's discussion is over the promise, gold being a divine compensation. And you see pictured there in that beautiful picture, that's the promise the two made together. It's a beautiful thing when you have two minds that become one. So that's Brother Windell and Sister Sadie Osbourne just doing the darn thing, making it look good. So we welcome them. You'll see, brother, in a moment. I'm urging everyone to get on board. This is, I think we have 5 days left to this event. I'm really proud of what we put together and what you'll see visually, who you'll hear from. It's going to be outstanding in our belief. Gold, a symbol wealth building system. The admission is $5. It's an Eventbrite ticket. You can also go to the Eric Teray Muhammad Facebook, Mr. Eric Teray Muhammad Facebook page. They don't let you put anything on your personal page where everyone's used to coming. You got to find something else. So Mr. Eric Teray Muhammad Facebook page. You can go there, click the link. It's pretty much everywhere. I'm encouraging all of you to share with your teams, to do the same, to share the invite everyone to it, post comments, alert people to the opportunity. It's going to help us gather some resources a little quicker to produce the volumes, literally, of books and information that we want to make available to the world, to the masses. And so we're just at that stage now, and those proceeds that come towards this effort allows us to do a release electronically. And so by the time Let's Go digitally, by the time Let's Go weekend rolls around, people will be able to pick up their print copies of the edition. And you'll see more about that as we grow closer to the days and weeks ahead. So by all means, please share this opportunity with everyone, because it helps us to help those help themselves. That's right, Sister Demawi. Steel toes. We're going to need them. We're going to need them. All right. I know as I said we, right? That's why I woke up, I don't know, maybe about 4 or so this morning. I had to make sure I had everything in place to go ahead and pay myself first. I'm telling you, you have so many voices that sit in your head beautifully in this wealth building opportunity. And so the brother you're going to hear from today, his voice stays in my head. Cece stays in my head. Rod stays in my head. So many of us as wealth builders stay in my head. There's certain moves that I make that are governed by the activities you all have chided over and over and over in the power calls, in the and the expressions of joy. I mean, man, I'm telling you, pay yourself first, folks. A tenth of a gram saved every day creates a legacy free from want and lack for future generations and future use, because God does not intend for us to be in lack. He does not intend for us to be in want, because we weren't created for any of that. Oh, I can't wait till Brother Windell comes on. All right, I'm gonna bring him up in a minute. He's here. He's excited. I'm crunk. Oh, sorry, that's a Georgia thing. I'm excited. Yeah. Okay. So 10:45 is the Mighty Monday Power Call. We'll be blessed to have Mr. Dalco. No, I'm sorry, Coach Dwayne Taylor handling the set today, 10:45 a.m., the Zen Master himself. And then we move directly into the 12 noon presentation. I believe it's Dr. Rhonda Hollins. So you want to drive everybody to everything we have wealth building. Check your Telegram messages, folks. Check your Telegram messages so that you have the passcode to get into today's mighty power call. If you weren't on the training last night, you missed a lot of good information. Had a whole lot of fun with it. But check your Telegram, your Wealth Builders Telegram, so that you can be in the place today. Dr. Sergio Rozelle in the house, the man, the myth, the living legend, the straw that stirs the doggone drink. Look, when they made Dr. Sergio Rozelle, do you know God could break the mold? He said, oh, we don't need another one. This is the one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. All right, family, we're going to keep it moving. And, of course, tonight on Kalfani Radio, you have Abundance is Your Birthright. That's Sister Katora Bryan and Sister Hafisa Toure, the Kalfani Radio International Network. No media network has done more to globally elevate the culture and philosophy of wealth builders worldwide than the Kalfani Radio International Network. Brother Khalito Muhammad and the team there, me being part of that team too. We encourage all of y'all to support. I believe he deserved the support. And the fact that he's still putting all this out when he should be honeymooning is just outstanding to me. Congratulations again to you, Brother Khalito Muhammad. He got hitched and announced last week on the power call. He and Sister Abdul Karim Munadi Muhammad. Yes. A beautiful union. I pray God blesses all of them with long life and prosperity. All right. And let's see, is this moving? Yes. They also have a main event coming up July 25th. It's in honor of Mr. Ty and Valerie Best. Okay, this will be the Talent Appreciation Showcase and Poetic Runway. They have special presentations coming forth. One, of course, is Sister Cheryl Ann Goldberg and others from around the world throwing their love and support behind. I'm about to say Dr. again. It must be earned. Dr. and Mrs. Ty and Valerie Best. Okay, so that's going to be the 25th of July, 2 p.m. Eastern. You can find out more information with Kalfani Radio, and you have the link there on your screen. I think we got through everything. Oh, woo! Okay. All right, Brother Wendell, you're coming, man. I'm sorry. I'm doing it, man. Tuesday evenings, tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. Join the 90-day run to wealth. Okay. If you want to get on board, text your full name, email address, and the message 90 to 404-246-5708. Okay, you'll be provided with the YouTube, I'm sorry, not the YouTube, but the Zoom link that allows you to be a part of that mighty platform. Wealth Builders, you can share with anyone that you like. Donations are asked of $2, and that can go to the Cash App, $eToure, or via PayPal at paypal.me/Eric Toure. The donation is not required, okay? It's just a token of good measure and faith as we continue to do the things that we do. And we appreciate all the support by just your presence and the activity you produce within your own household. We are thankful, and grateful. Now, family, I have the distinct honor, privilege, and pleasure to bring before you the one, the only Minister of Fun. Y'all get on your virtual feet for Brother Windell Osbourne. Oh, hey, soldier.
Ow. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right. Woo, okay. Now I don't know if you're gonna have the bullet points up, but I just have my answers so that way I can my best attempt at staying on task. My wife does say I have a a capability of, well, no, better yet, I can throw Mr. Ty Best in there as well, of going down rabbit holes. So I'm going to attempt to stay away from the rabbit holes and stick to the PowerPoint, the bullet points that I sent you. So, all right. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Just real quick. And again, I don't know what questions. So if Brother Toure Muhammad goes down the wrong rabbit hole asking me any questions, it's not my fault. I'm going to stick to this thing as best I can. So just a little bit about myself. We're originally from Barbados in the Caribbean. My mother left there when I was about 4, back in 78. Came to the land of opportunity, and here we are today. So I figure if she had the nerve and the drive to leave everything she knew, about 250,000 people at a time on the island, so it's small, and come to New York City, Hustle City, Concrete Jungle, the 5 boroughs, all that, and then later on send for me and my older brother. We're about 2.5 years apart. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So there's no way I could think of to come here, even at that young age, as I grew, and not make the most of what she did. She set this thing in motion. It only made sense for me to pick up that ball and run with it. So here we are today. That's a little bit about where we come from. The second bullet point that was, I don't know if Brother Eric Toy has them on the screen or not, but I realized, not knowing what entrepreneurship was at an early age, that the system wasn't going to work for us. Entrepreneurs don't fit into a school system. Again, we just don't fit into a school system. Entrepreneurs set a whole different level, if you will. Now, don't get caught on that, because that is growth. It's a step up. We're moving up. The goal is to become limitless. I'll get to that in a minute. But not knowing what an entrepreneur was, I just knew the school system, even as a kid, it just was not working for me. I'm like, why are we doing all this work? Why are we stuck? Why can't we move forward? Why we got to get in all these roles? Why we got to sit in the desk all day? Why the bell keep ringing? Why we go from one to the other? Something just never stuck well with me. Never. So school was rough, to say the least. And being Caribbean, most of y'all know what that means. Man, please, child abuse, what is that? No, it's called correction. They want you to go to school. They don't bought into the system. You're going to go to school. But I never did really well in school. Not because I couldn't. I just didn't fit into that. I'm thinking school's more for PE, lunch, meet new people. You know, that's what I thought it was mainly for. A little bit of work here and there. No, that's not the school system. That's not how it works. But now, as an adult, I understand why I never fit into that system, because it just didn't make sense. And as time went on, it just got harder and harder. So I just made sure I did enough to get out of the system. Now, I laugh because Miss Tammy Morrison, thanks for all you do, all of our leaders, more the best, Tammy, Mr. Best, and Mr. Dalco, and all the other leaders as well. But she said she went to 12 companies, and this is her 13th one. I'm pretty sure in my first 3 years in the industry, I probably covered that. And that was back in the mid-90s. So, and we grew up in this network marketing space. My parents did the big A, the big M, and any other letter you want to mention. We went through a lot growing up, signing the carbon paper. Some of y'all remember the carbon paper. We had to deliver the boxes to people and get them to sign it and bring the money back. Yeah, we done been through all that. But after entrepreneurship, as I'm growing, I realized there's got to be more. Now, don't take offense. Brother Eric gonna tell y'all, pull your toes back if you're sensitive. Entrepreneurship is not at the top of the heap. Nope, don't adjust your cameras. Welcome to the world that I live in. That was your first experience with a tablet or cell phone drop. Yeah, you heard a mic drop. Well, we innovate around here. You just experienced a tablet drop. So what happens is there's more. See, our God is limitless, and we're made in his image and shaping. Made in his likeness, shaping in his image. So think about that. Limitless. Entrepreneurs is a step up, but there's more. Keep growing. There's visionaries, there's innovators, there's the Harold Sykes of the world, and a few others that literally make this world change. change is constant. We have to make sure that we are literally doing just that. We have to continue to grow. And when you reach those next levels, yes, limitless is where you want to be. Not just entrepreneurship. That's great, but there's more to it than that. Think about this. Is it more fun to be limitless and freedom of all calibers of freedom? Not just one or the other. This is spiritual, physical, and financial. Yeah, this is the 3-piece puzzle we're living in, guys. If it's a 1-piece puzzle, that's a picture. There's no such thing as a 1-piece puzzle. You've never seen a 1-piece puzzle. Every puzzle has pieces, plural, spiritual, physical, and financial. When you're freedom, when you're wealthy, would you rather be that by yourself? You're the only one and everybody else still can't do, got to check in with the boss, got to do all. No, it only makes sense to be free. Most, if not all, of everyone in your circle, because then the more the merrier. Think about it. Y'all can do more together. Fun. You can put your funds together and make bigger impact because it takes money to make the world go around. Yeah, that's not just a cliche. It's not just in the word, not just a wealthy believe it. That's literally how it is. You must have money. So the third point, the promise in 1995. What happened? What was the promise that hit my family? I can speak for. I was asleep, knocked out in the bed. And for the first time back then, I heard God speak to Windell Osbourne. When I sat up and looked around, I could have swore it was my wife, but it wasn't a female voice that I heard. I'm looking around, so I asked her, hey, I bumped her. I was like, hey, did you say something? She was like, waking up, like, what are you talking about? I was like, I think I just heard God tell me that I'm going to be wealthy. Notice he didn't say rich. Don't worry, I'm going to get to that in a minute, too. All these classes and stuff. Look, he said he's going to make me wealthy. You know what I said? Okay. Then I called my pastor, wee hours in the morning, woke him up. He no longer says you can call him anytime you want. That went away when I called him at wee hours in the morning to tell him what had just happened. He just encouraged, if God spoke to you, then just believe him. So I did. My brain locked in. He said wealthy, and I went running. That's why I went back to what I grew up in with my parents and so on. Also, my first business, I was 9 years old. See, again, I knew something was different. We just didn't know it was called entrepreneurship back then. I was only 9. Me and my older brother talked our parents into getting us a lawnmower to cut grass on the side of Fort Eustis here in Newport News. We were military brats that we weren't supposed to be on. But the drive to do what we do was so strong. We risked what we thought was going to happen to us for disobedience, turned it into an opportunity, and all that just kind of kicked us down that road and got us going. All right, the next topic I want to cover is in the Word, the Bible. The man, I can't think his name now. I'm drawing a blank. I was hoping I would remember his name, but the gentleman that was kicking the donkey, guys. The donkey was literally attempting to save this man's life, and he was kicking the donkey. Guys, don't kick. For any guests on the line, don't kick those that are coming to you at Carrot Bars. This is our financial opportunity to level the playing field, regardless of color, regardless of age, regardless of education level, regardless of likes or dislikes, gender. None of that matters, because what we're talking about is gold. It's God's financial system that was set here for all. Just like him, not a respecter of persons, neither is his money. So I'm about to get ahead of myself. Let me look down on my paper. I'm about to skip some numbers. I want to stay on track here. So don't kick the messengers, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't kick us. Accept what's coming and understand that it's not us. We're just doing our part. We all got a part to play. So we're just playing our part by bringing you the opportunity of Carrot Bars. Joseph was another one. And I use Joseph because I'm a Joseph of today. And I know that. Not just myself. There's others. We're on that wall. We're in a position to help. We are the ones that were chosen to go out and find these tools and prepare for what's coming. We're in part of it right now. We were put here to literally get ready for what is coming. And Carrot Bars plays that piece financially to perfection, that we are able to be Josephs of today. Carrot Bars allows for us to be Josephs of today. So what is Carrot Bars? Let's do this in a nutshell. Get your pens and paper out for all the guests. Here's what they've been telling you. Exchange, your paper receipts for your gold in Carrot Bars. Get a multi-gold pack. It will put you in a whole nother level of business. And then tell as many people as you can as fast as you can. That's it. That's what we do here. We literally take paper. Well, I'm sorry. Let's make a correction here with the language. See, I just messed my own language up. The dollar is made of cotton and linen. There's no paper. Mindset. Start in the mind. Let it come out the mouth. Linen and cotton. Take that, which today is pretty much worthless. Take that. Turn it into a physical asset that has never failed. 5,000 years and counting. 100% success. And you're doing it with a currency that has 100% failure rate, like the other currencies, from rocks to fish to seashells to buttons to salt. I mean, the list goes on and on. They keep trying to make a substitute for something that has never failed. We got to choose. Yes, Ms. Range, we got to choose. Literally choose. Are you going to be a have or a have not? That choice is in our hands, so we have to make that choice. All right, again, the advanced version of Carrot Bars. Exchange paper or currency for gold. Get your auto exchange. Do it. I mean, one has no value, one has never failed. Just do it on a regular basis. Make sure you get a multi-gold pack. Get in the business. Why wouldn't you? And then 3, tell as many people as you can as fast as you can. That's the advanced version of what we do here at Carrot Bars. All right, next topic. Okay, that was for the guests. Y'all bought y'all steel-toe shoes? Here we go. Now we're going to get into this language. Leaders. Leaders, leaders, leaders. Clear language. Clear language. We do not. I mean, again, I love y'all. I hear it regularly. I love y'all. As a watchman, as I said before, watchmen, people on the gate, we up on the wall, we looking out. The language that we use has got to be clear. We do not ever has this company never at any point in 9+ years bought or purchased gold. We don't do that. Oh, I feel a drop come up. There it is. Y'all just got tablet dropped again. Guys, we're just exchanging. Y'all heard it say, okay, if you got 4 quarters, I know for some of this is a repeat. For others, you might first time tuning in. I don't know. If you have 4 quarters and I have a paper dollar, if I give you that dollar and you give me that 4 quarters, did anybody buy anything? Y'all can type that in the chat. So if the new people don't know, they're about to find out what the simple answer is. No, nobody bought anything. You did not spend and you did not buy. When you buy something, that means your, let's just call it currency, is going away from you to get you a product or a service. But what we're doing here at Carrot Bars, we're taking something that's worthless since 1971 and we're exchanging it for a asset that has never failed. Dare I say it out loud? Y'all probably heard me say I haven't said it in a while. It's better than free. It's not even free. It's actually better than free. You're taking worthless and getting value. How is that an even exchange? It's not even an even exchange. You're literally doing better every single time. You're creating wealth every single time. As soon as you exchange paper for gold, you're wealthy. Now, how wealthy do you want to be? That's how much paper you exchange for gold. It's literally that simple. Don't complicate this. We got to make sure this language is crystal clear. All leaders, I challenge you. I implore you. I hope, I believe that we can all get on this one page. I know what it says on the website. It says purchase. Okay, great. That doesn't matter. You're not buying anything. Somebody, some team somewhere has got to stick this into everybody's mindset. Hit a reset button on the mindset. We don't buy. We don't purchase. We literally just exchange a worthless product. A worthless currency for value. That's never failed. All right, let's keep moving. Next topic. Oh boy. All right, ministers. All right, ministers. And I could care less which field you come from. We got work to do. How do I know we got work to do? Guys, rather it's a church, rather it's mosque, rather it's synagogues, etc., etc., etc. It don't matter. We got to really think about what we've been doing. If we're the answer, God is great, and we're the answer. We're his children. We're his hands and his feet in the natural realm. When are we going to actually unify all together? Stop confusing the public and wonder why they won't listen when we got a gazillion different beliefs and so on. Confusing the people. If I didn't know God like I know him at this age, and somebody came and told me what God is and how it is, I'm looking at their life compared. Come on, y'all. They not going. Most people ain't gonna listen to that because of the division, the separation, the devil's playground that we. I don't know what the mindset is to even put into words when it comes to that. We have got to get to a point where we unify, even in the fact that he has set us up. He has set us up. So over the pulpit, guess what? We got to stop teaching people about stocks, bonds, mutual funds. Oh boy, about all these financial tools out here that are investment tools. They're not savings tools. Robert Kiyosaki had it right to some degree. I like the man. I love what he has to say. Most of it. Savers are not losers unless they're doing it in paper. The paper part is true. But if you're saving in gold, you are not a loser. You are a winner for sure. How do we know? 5,000 years. It hasn't failed. In just the last 100 years, gold is up over 7,500%. We trying to open businesses, ain't saved, no go. We on the stock market, casino, yep, that came out. No go. We out here in the housing market, buying houses, trying to flip them, trying to time the market, catching a falling knife, getting all cut up. No go. How about we just be obedient and become wealthy by obedience? Literally, just get gold. If we all had gold for the last 3 generations, our parents, no, grandparents, parents, and us, we'd probably all be multimillionaires if all we did was just get some gold over this last 100 years. 7,500% with zero risk. Name another market that has zero risk, and every person on the planet that's in the market, 100% of the people on the planet that's in that market all made 7,500%. I ain't even got to wait for an answer this time because there is none. Just gold. That's all it does is make you wealthy. Why would we not teach that? And here's the challenge. Oh, you thought what I was saying was a challenge? No. Ministers, pastors, archbishops, and all the like, whatever you want to be, evangelists, whatever the titles is we got out there. Teach across the pulpit that gold is money. A balanced picture, not just spiritually. I said it earlier. This is not a one-piece puzzle. Not just financially, not just physically. How about we teach all of it? It's in the book. Prosperity is in the Bible over 2,000 times it's mentioned. Money, gold, is mentioned over 400 times. Even silver is mentioned over 300. And when is the body of Christ, the kingdom? Think about it. The kingdom citizens, right? What kingdom don't have no financial system? What kingdom do you know right now? I ain't even talking about just the old days, kings and queens all over the planet. What kingdom do you know that does not have a financial system? They all do. Even today. All these kingdoms, all these presidents, governments. So what makes us think if we don't have the original system put in place, kingdom, set up domain before we ever got here? Everything was here. the financial system too. So why don't we teach that? So I'm very curious to find out how many pastors and bishops and archbishops and evangelists and all the other teachers in the body, whatever titles you have, are going to start teaching this over the pulpit. Yeah, we want to be, again, there's more than entrepreneurship. There's visionaries and there's innovators. Somebody needs to innovate this message we bring to a financially sick world. We have the answer. And you might not start talking about carrot bars right out. You should. I mean, again, innovators, you got to go first. It's going to be rough. But at least teach them that gold is money. Open the door. So that way we can talk about carrot bars. Made sense to me, but I'm just an evangelist. That's all I do. That's the part I get to play. All right. I know some toes might be hurting right now, but you're going to be all right. Put some ice on them. Some Landicaine or some of them other stuff. Something will help you out with that. But we're going to get through this together. Notice I said we. That's another language barrier. I almost forgot that one. Stop with the I, my team, I team. We, us, together. We. Put that in the vocabulary a lot more, not a little more, a lot. And let's see now. All right, I done covered 2 of them actually. So the last one, number 8. 8, again, if you don't know, I love numbers because numbers don't lie. People lie. People over-exaggerate, but numbers don't do that. Get back to who invited you. Tell them you want to get your account set up now. Your Carrot Bars account. Oh, I covered a lot of stuff. But again, you came here to hear more about Carrot Bars. That's what we need to be doing for our financial freedom as a starting point. Get back to who invite. Don't look up my name. Don't look up Brother Eric Toure. Don't look up Ty Best, Michael Dalco, Lakeisha McKnight, Matthew Taylor, all the Taylor. Cancel all that. Get back to the person that invited you to this stream so you can get involved with your free gold savings account, set up your beneficiaries for free, get your gold. You actually get paid from your free account, and you also can be paid in currency and gold. There's no logical reason not to get involved with Carrot Bars. I hope this helps somebody, if not everybody. With that, Brother Toure, back to you.
Ooh wee! Hey, Demawi, pass that Landicaine around.
Mike,
y'all give it up for the tablet dropper himself, Brother Minister of Fun, Windell Osbourne. Let's see them virtual applauses. Yes. Brother, thank you so much for sharing the heart, the voice, the legacy. Man, listen, he made it plain, folks. He made it plain, and that's the power of wealth builders. We do understand there are no big I's, there are no little U's. It's us. It's we. You see, and our task is to help others help themselves. That's our task. I found it tremendously rewarding, beloved, when you spoke of that ministry, what it is. And what really resonated with me is the language, the change of language. And I thought about this, Brother Roger Williams is on the line, and he shared Balaam. You might have been looking for Balaam as the other name that you were trying to cite, and thank you, Brother Roger Williams, another tremendous leader who does it all through the night, just doing the darn thing, trying to get us to catch up. Language is very important. It's stated that when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I did as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. So all of it relates in the same way, in my estimation. You find us using a language that we understand. Okay, remember 40,000 hours of training went into these skulls. Even if you didn't enter the education system, between the boob tube, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad used to call it, or the tell lie vision, between all the multimedia bombardment, all the propaganda that spoke to a particular people coming up and another set of people having no redress or recourse or choice. You see, we were trained into a behavior by a poverty pimp, and he was out here hustling the poverty, hustling the debt, hustling the note, hustling the death note. We've doing all of it, been doing all of it. Some of us are still there to a degree. But there's a beautiful thing about time, conditions, and circumstances. When the universe implements its stop clause of failure, stop clause from implosion and self-destruction, when the universe implements it, it manifests the helpers. It brings about the helpers. So you find a Dr. Harold Sykes, you find a Cheryl Ann Goldberg, you find a Tammy Morrison, you find a Big Dan Girolamo, you find all of these greats and notables that have come before us. You find a Ty Best, you find a Michael L. Dalco, you find a Roger Williams, you find a Sherry Brown, a Greg McKay. I'm sorry, Professor Greg McKay, excuse me. I'll be renaming all kind of folk around here, you know, but this is what you find. You find a community. Unity. What are we uniting around? We're uniting around the community. We're uniting the common pursuit. And it takes like minds. That's right, Sister Nicole. You know, I don't know why I want to call you Nikki Knox so much, but that's right, Sister Nicole. You know, it's just what brother offered today. You need to put it in replay. You need to share it everywhere. We need to remind ourselves. This is just my own personal take on what we heard. And family, understand that that presentation from Brother Windell today might be one of you tomorrow or the next day. This is a communicative platform. This platform allows us to teach, to train. Is that what they call you, Nikki Knox? You let me know what's most comfortable so I don't get hit upside my head. You know, we teach, we train, but we inspire. We motivate, we instruct, we encourage, we grow together. Again, no big eyes or little U's. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Brother Windell, for just doing the darn thing. Just doing the darn thing. Y'all give him another clap. Y'all give him another clap, Brother Windell Osbourne. Thank you so much, brother.
Appreciate the opportunity to speak too, bro. And least I forget the rest of this wonderful family. I acknowledge my mother because she made this happen by coming here to the land of opportunity. But I definitely can't forget my queen and my two sons, my princes, not princesses, princes. But yeah, got that new little guys. I heard me say January 10th of this year, that second generation from myself. But he entered the world already wealthy because of what we're doing. Already wealthy from the time he was born. He will have the option if to go to a job or build a career or whatever he want to do. It'll be optional compared to where he was born into his birthright. Thanks again.
Boy, this is amazing. This is amazing. Family, that's the power of what we have. That's what we have to look forward to. We have the power of legacy building to look forward to. We have the power of fortune on our side and being fortunate. We have it all on our side. Brother Windell, thank you again, brother. We can never truly thank you enough for what you shared with us this morning on this day. All right, family, we're going to move on to the closing, but we're going to close with, again, our announcement. You know, power calls at 10:45 a.m. Please be in the space. Bring all your teams. Invite all. Make sure that you're available for the wealth building presentation after it. I'm here to tell you right now, you need it. We need it. We need the wealth building platforms. We need these platforms, folks. Just because we're here doesn't mean we arrived. You know, we need the platforms. We need to hear what the presenters are sharing. We need to hear the way that they share it. We need to hear how to upgrade our language. We need to hear how to represent and re-represent our opportunity, because there's new fortune coming to it each and every turn. Dr. Sykes is an innovator, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And the innovations are here to stay. Okay, that's the other thing. So help people understand they no longer have to worry about earning a wage. You're earning a living at that point. You're here to earn legacy wealth. You earn a residual, you earn a profit, you earn a fortune. And it leaves you fortunate. So, day. That's right, Sister CC. Day. Thank you, family. You know, brother, I was with Brother Jamil Muhammad this weekend, and he was letting everybody know that we're after the whole entire planet Earth. PLANIKURFF exclamation point. And he was running around with his tablet telling everybody, we're trying to save the whole planet Earth. Sometimes you're deputized with unique ability to create the language. Oh, man. Faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. The power call. Yes, that's what it is. It is our battery charger. Thank you, dear Sister Nikki. All right, family. So I want us to please, 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 please be mindful of the special events that we have coming in all the Wealth Builders opportunities, and share your events with us. Help us help you help ourselves as well. You have a tremendous platform at Kafani Radio. There are things that you can do with Brother Carlito and his team to put your event, your best foot forward on blast. If you're not familiar with the electronic press kits that he did early on since Let's Go Weekend 8, check with Brother Glenn Perkins and others, and Rod Range and others, and see the benefit of what you have, the tools at your disposal by a fellow wealth builder who only wants the best for you as well. So by all means, you want to jump back and check Kafani Radio. Look at that. Class is done, but not over, because the Minister of Fun has left us on a bed of clover. The Maui's greatest hits have struck again.
Wow.
Struck again. The planet Earth. All over. Family, again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me get back to the notes here. I think I got them. It's really just a couple, because I'm going to Sister Lakeisha McKnight, and then I'm going to Brother Kansu, and then I'm heading to the Mighty Power Call. It is essential. It is essential. Spread the word. Spread the word. July 11th, we are here. Gold, a simple wealth building system. This is a private event of $5 donation we're asking for. That's the admission price. Your tickets are on Eventbrite, or you can go to the Mr. Eric Teray Muhammad Facebook page. Share with everyone, folks. We wouldn't urge the support of this event if we didn't know what it's going to produce in the long run for all of us. So please, by all means, share this event. And it's like everything we do. Our job is not to convince. Our job is just to disseminate. Okay? And so I thank you. I thank you for your time. I thank you for the energy. Y'all take a screenshot of this. Those who don't have it, make sure you share it. Pay attention to what's available to you on these platforms. Karatbars is absolutely a world that works for everyone. Thank you all for attending. Next class and session tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. And we're going to be crunk to death, or deaf, DEF, Brother Jamil. Thank you, Brother Windell. Thank you, family. I'll see us all on the other side of money. Oh.
Ow.
Peace. Strong words. Love. Soul. And change. Yeah, this is Big Snoop Dogg, coming at you live and direct. And I got something to say. You dig?
Let's change the world, divided we fall, but united we stand. Let's change the world, no fights, no wars, so let's learn to love again. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Whoa, oh, oh. Let's change make hope for the future.
Brother, 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 what will you discover if we come together and do it like we never? I'm just sick and tired. I'm fit to light the fire. Now put this on the wire. The devil is a liar. I do this with no hesitation. Meet me at the reservation. Elevating, educating, meditating, concentrating. Replenisher, finisher, opposite of sinister. And I do it for the minister.
Let's change the world, divided we fall and united we stand. Let's change the world, no fights, no wars, so let's learn to live again. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.
Somebody need to stop the war. Man, the war ain't overseas, it's at your front door. And I done seen too many brothers shot up on the floor for more than drugs and some colors. And now you call us warlords. But if you can help it, then help it. But you ain't helping us. You so selfish and selfless, you wanna see us breathless and helpless. But I'ma hustle and tussle for all my brothers who struggle. Yeah, we bang the world. Now let's change the world.
Let's change the world, divided we fall, but united we stand. Let's change the world, no fights, no wars, so let's learn to live again. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.
No killing, no shooting, no dying, no lying, no gang banging, so no more mamas crying. Everybody get along, man, that be the perfect song. Peace in the streets as I sit back on my phone, chilling with the president. He let me in the White House. Back to the castle with the minister, no doubt. Shoes at the front door. Love is what you come for. Let's get it right and unite, but do it right.
Let's change the world, divided we fall, but united we stand. Let's change the world, no fights, no wars, so let's learn to live again. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.